everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want you to cast your mind back. The year is about 1990, I'm going to guess, because I would have been about 8 years old. Christmas time, I know we've just come off Christmas. Christmas time 1990, and I've asked my parents for a radio controlled car. I didn't know back then that I'd even get into it in my later years, but I asked them for a mini hopper, a Tyco mini hopper, and it was great. Can't find one of those now. One of the other things that happened that year is my older brother also got a radio control car because, you know, 2 kids, that's one of the things that sometimes happens. And he got an Academy Roadrunner. Along with our friends, we all got radio control cars that year. And I was browsing Marketplace, and look what I found. So let's have a quick explore of this Academy Roadrunner. It's a roller slash got most of the parts there. Some parts need replacing, repairing, and I know parts are hard to get. I'm going to see what I can do to fix it. But I'm really excited about this. Even to just have the box, this was awesome. And quite affordable. So let's hop into it and see what we get. Alright, so straight away, I've got some front bumpers, which is good because they're often broken. I can see a second chassis. That's looking alright. Very cool to have. What's this? Some information about the NiCad charger. Doesn't this scream Tamiya ripoff? Oh no, maybe it does to me. Well, I've got some. Oh, that's gearbox. Okay, that's gearbox. And that's gearbox. And if you've seen my Hornet videos on my other channel, I know how to replace the axle that goes through the gearbox, which is kind of cool. It does have a body. Let's have a look at its body. It's pretty rough. Well, there's a bit of a crack here. There's a crack up there, but if this is ABS, I should be able to get some acetone and actually solvent weld that. I might give it a little bit of a clean up. Well, there's a few other cracks and grazes around there as well. Maybe even try and solvent weld them from inside. I may give it a very light cleanup. I'm not aiming to have this as, you know, I want to be able to have it so it's drivable as an end goal, but not really a sort of, you know, on-road bashing racer type thing. More just kind of a shelf queen that you could take out for a run, but I probably won't. So, alright, I'll just try and set that aside very carefully. There's some gearbox. I'm seeing some paperwork down here, so I will try and... Oh, there's a sticker. There's an ST... I think I remember the first time I saw the STP oil sticker, or logo, that I went, oh, I didn't realise that was a thing. Alright, so I've got some special racing parts, which I'm guessing might have been this decal, so that's kind of cool. That's very retro and cool. I've got the base of the driver. I do have a Hornet driver, so maybe I can substitute that in. There we go, we've got a parts price list here, and then I'll get to the chassis. Alright. Oh wow. Assistance hotline, so here we go. So this is in 276, so it's an 08 number, which I think was South Australia, but I think they added a digit here, as I think all of Australia moved to longer numbers. But that's pretty cool. This is there you go, Southern Model Supplies, Door Park, South Australia 5041. I wonder if they're still an ongoing concern. That'd be kind of cool. So there we go. So if you needed a what do we got? A front arm, a battery cover, or servo horns, they were $10.95. Rear wheels and tyres were $18. A speed controller was $18.50. A 540 motor was $29.30, and the 380 motor was $21.95. That's pretty cool. This has obviously got a 380 in it, but I do have some 540s around the place, so But it would be kind of cool to see if that 380 is still going. That is the spot. Oh, see, it's rigid back here, so it's slightly different. So that's a nice little mod. The tyres are well and truly stuffed, and it's missing a couple of screws on the wheels. Not that it really matters too much. Shocks still feel okay. That's good. I think my brother broke one of these. I think he hit a curb and he smashed one. There was also a friend of ours that got a, was it called the Frog? I think he got the Tamiya Frog on Christmas Day, and he built it, and we all went driving our radio control cars in their little area. They lived in a sort of like a cul-de-sac or a court, I think they call it. And a taxi came along, and everything was 27 megahertz back then, and a taxi came along, and his Tamiya Frog went haywire and got run over by the taxi, which was very sad on Boxing Day. Okay, so it needs a servo, and I really wish there was some, hopefully I can find online some instructions for how everything goes. I know it sort of goes together very much like the Hornet, and have built the Hornet. There's a servo in there. Oh, and it looks like that's the servo horn for that, or servo saver for that. Looks like that goes together, and there's a screw in there, so that's handy. I did go on AliExpress and I did buy a couple of Metal Gear servos, and I have bought, I notice it doesn't have an ESC, so I did buy a, I know it's past hobby, but I bought a Tamiya style ESC, because the hope is that I can run this on a nickel metal hydride pack that should fit in there. And I guess I will have to either get a Hornet battery cover, or I'll see if I can 3D print a battery cover. But they kind of, I think they flex a little bit to go in place, but that's alright. That's looking really good. I'm excited about that. No rear tail, which is a bit of a problem, so I will have to keep looking out for one of those, but maybe there's 3D print files out there in the world too. So stay tuned for that, because that build is going to be a fun little exercise. Yeah, I reckon he broke a casing. I wonder if he's still got it. Maybe we could fix it. Maybe if he's still got it, we can make 1 out of 2 or 3. Anywho, thanks very much for taking the time. I'm going to get all this stuff back in the box and store it away as safely as I can. And don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, especially if this is something that you're interested in. And I hope to see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.